Hello, Earthlings. I am JeffyBed the alien. Always happy to see you. Welcome to my first question and answer video. Or as you like to call it, a Q&A. You have those Q's. I have those A's. Let's do this. So, a bit earlier, I asked my Twitter and Discord community to send me some questions that I would be answering for a YouTube video that you're now currently watching. Technology. So, let's see what they have asked me and see if I can answer those questions. Let's do this. So, first question is by community member Brendan. Did you ever expect to get to the point you're at now? And if not, how was the start of your journey? Well, to be quite honest with you, I was not expecting to get as far as I am currently at this soon. I've only been at this since 2018, July 2018 to be exact. So, the growth I have had so far has been pretty impressive, and I'm super excited about the future. Who knows what will happen? Will I keep growing? Or am I going to crash and burn? Like a badly calibrated spaceship? Who knows? Tune in to find out. Alright, I think that's a good answer. Next question is by Sugar Rush. If you had to pick between your favorite ice cream or favorite cookie, and you could only have one for the rest of your life, what would you choose? You know, I think I would probably pick a very boring answer. I really enjoy vanilla ice cream because it can go with a lot of things. So, ice cream, vanilla, would serve as a good bonus to a lot of snacks. Or, you know, pastries and stuff. So that would be the practical choice. Also, while we're on the subject, no mint. Not in cookies. Not in ice cream. Nothing. Well, I mean, okay, maybe in some gum. Gum is fine, but mint should not be in food. It doesn't work. Makes me think of toothpaste. Which is really fucking gross. Next question. Alright, Ryven asks, why are you so sepsy? Sepsy? Do you think they meant sexy? Well, if that was what they were asking, good genes. And good fashion sense. Alright, up next we have Commander York, 69420, because I don't know, sounds spicy. We need to settle this argument. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, the ancestors of the chicken had their first eggs that contained an actual chicken. And that's how the chicken came out. And then genetics and time did the rest. You're welcome, science community. I'm gonna get destroyed in comments. Alright. That the meme lord asks, did I ever tell you the story of Dark Plagueis the Wise? No. I don't want to hear it either. Alright, Ryven has a more serious question. What made you start with streaming? Well, to be honest with you, a lot of streamers did many awesome things over the years, and I was always a fan of watching them. But I always thought to myself, you know what? I think Twitch needs more alien streamers. So I decided to put my hat in the ring. Or in that case, my antennas in the ring. Willingness to entertain people. And to, you know, provide positivity was mainly my objective. There's a lot of bad stuff happening in the world. And I thought to myself I could maybe try to make it a little bit better for people. If only for a little bit. Alright, that the meme lord asks again. What is the best food on your home world? I think fondly on a very specific concoction that I don't think you humans would enjoy very much. It's made out of special type of bug back home that looks kinda like a spider on your planet, but a bit bigger. So it's like you roast the spider creature over a fire, slowly, over many hours, using the juice of it to, you know, make sure it remains moist and also crunchy at the same time. because of the outer shell. And then you add a lot of spices that can only be found in certain deep parts of our cavern systems back home. Add a little bit of mushroom and serve over a bed of greenery. I can't translate the name of it, but it's super tasty. Hope I did not make anybody puke with that one. My culture back home has a lot of things centering around bugs, because they are the most plentiful source of protein back home. I know some humans like to eat them too, so maybe I can talk with them about it. Next question, what got you obsessed with space? Oh, that's a pretty easy one to answer. That one was asked by Sapphire Blue, by the way. Hi, Sapphire. My parents made frequent trips off planet to bring back curios and other things for their curio shop back home. And they used to take me on sometimes with them. But I never went to Earth because it was too far away. So I was always curious about the planet. But just the fact they managed to leave the planet and the beauty of space made me pretty interested in it. It's a fascinating place, don't you think? So many millions of stars that we'll never be able to get to because it's just too far away. Hey, enjoying the video so far? Don't forget to give me a follow and click that bell. It really helps. Alright, back to the video. Alright, next question by Omega Curio. Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior Godzilla? I have nothing against Godzilla, but I do not think they will save the world. If they do come, I have a feeling it's going to be a bit more of a destructive time. Big monsters, dense cities. You do the math. Sorry, Goji. Nope. Other question by Riven. Dame dame. Dame no. Something something. Bakamitai. Was that the meme? I don't know. I don't know. Why did you decide to come to Earth? That's a pretty interesting story, I think. As I said, my parents did a lot of trips to your planet to bring back curios, so mostly VHS tapes, VHS players, gaming technology, and other fun stuff like old microwaves and stuff. It made a lot of money for us because a lot of people back home are very curious about your planet. I mean, it's a pretty place, even if you are destroying it at the moment. But it is a pretty place, much livelier than what we have, even if our technology is much more advanced. And I grew up watching human television programming and playing Earth video games. And that's what started my love story with humans, that allowed me the chance to visit today. Well, I mean, not today, but when I first got here a few years ago. Alright, now we have a question by 5 players Max. What is your favorite thing about your community and being a streamer? My favorite thing is the positivity and the support and the fact that you help out each other. You're nice. You make some awesome memes as well. And you're fun to be around. I am so lucky to be surrounded by such an amazing community. And I'm super excited to make it even bigger. We're on the ground floor. Let's see how high we can build it together. And my favorite part about streaming, to continue the question, is to try to make people happy. If I can cheer up one person, this has been worth it. Because positivity has branching effects on people. The person you make happy one day can bring that thing forward to someone else, or multiple other people. So the positivity has a branching, ever-expanding path. And I think that's a good thing, to fight against all the awful stuff and negativity in the world. At least I hope a little bit. Emperor Bulby asks, why are you adorable? I need the answer. Once again, fashion and good genes. Fabulous. What is your favorite anime? Unfortunately, I am not much of an anime person, Ivy, but I did watch a few. And if there's one anime I particularly enjoyed, it has to be the main one was Death Note. The anime adaptation of the manga I found super entertaining, but I also enjoyed visual novel called Steins Gate. and I watched the anime movie adaptation afterwards, and played all of them. It's a fascinating take on time travel. I recommend heartily to you. Steins Gate. It's a bit cringy in parts, but other than that, it's an enjoyable ride, but a very emotional one though. Hell. Just thinking about it. Positive thoughts. Positive. Okay. Alright. Marek1900 asked, is there an Earthling culture that you find more interesting than others? I'm really fascinated by all cultures on your planet, but I really like the American and Canadian ones, and also the Japanese ones. It's a distinct culture on both sides. And there's so many different things you do that I find fascinating. Your holidays, but most importantly, your fashion. I love human fashion. It's so good. And I look good in it too. Not to toot my own horn. Alright, Soda asks, mattresses or futons? Mattresses. What is your biggest regret in life? Not getting started on this project sooner. I'm a bit older than most of you. And if I started earlier, this project might be even bigger than it is currently. Or I might have had more time in front of me to continue it. I don't know. The technology wasn't quite there yet a few years ago either, for the Vtuber stuff. So this would have been immensely more difficult. Even in 2018 when I started, I did not have softwares like Suva or Lupet to get me started. I remember having to use a second computer with a capture card and my VR headset on my forehead backwards to capture my movements. It worked, but it was, how do I say, super fucking uncomfortable. Noobmaster69 asks, is the mothership big? The mothership is of medium size. My family is not the richest, and the spaceship, the family spaceship, is an old repurposed hauler, industrial hauler. So it's old, it's blocky, but it has decent living quarters, and has redecoration inside, to make it more, palatable. But it's kind of a piece of junk compared to a lot of the more recent and more flashy technology of my race. But it does the job, and my parents let me use it to come to your planet, so it can fit a bunch of people inside. But we can always make more adjustments as needed. Other than our star system, what's another star system that you like? I know I visited a few systems when I was younger, but I don't really remember their names. But there was one that I particularly enjoyed, which had two suns that were so gorgeous when you were on one of the main planets of the system, and the sun set in a striking way, hues of purple and blue, as far as the eye can see, over vast water, because this was not a planet with a lot of land on it. Good times. But Earth is still the best, in my opinion. Daredevil122333 asked, what is your favorite music genre, band, artist, song, etc.? Well, I really like, synthwave music. It's a mix of old and new Earth sounds that I found super appealing. And if there's an artist I enjoy a lot, it's Sia. Like her song Bulletproof, shivers each and every time. You should give it a listen, if you haven't already. Now we have a question by Ugly Muffin Top. You have expressed much admiration for human fashion. However, what is fashion like on your home planet, and how does it compare to the humans? Well, unfortunately, Muffin Top, culture back home for clothing is much more utilitarian, as in nano-weave bodysuits and coats, strong boots, visors, and helmets, depending on where you go, underground. It's a bit drab, but a lot of us try to accentuate the bodysuits with, sparkles and more nano glitter, and maybe some stripes and stuff, to make it less extremely boring. So that's why I love human fashion so much. So many different type of things you can wear. And accessories. So many accessories. I love it. Alright, so that's all the questions on my Discord. So let's give a little shout out to my Twitter. Let's see what they asked. Frederick asked, you think you can give us your best alien pun? You know how bad I am at puns, Fred. The only thing that comes to mind is the shittiest of them all. I'm literally out of this world. I wanna die. Alright. Toitoj. I'm probably messing up the spelling here. If you could personally meet one band in person, who would it be? I would love to meet Sia. She's awesome. I think we could get along. And she would probably not be too weirded out by me. Then we could trade fashion tips. What are words? Stone asks, here's an interesting one. You can speak and read English and French. That's true. But those are secondary, tertiary languages. Can you read, speak, write in your alien mother language? Well, of course I do. Otherwise, living on my planet would have been impossible. Education is important back home. So we can. And if you watch my streams, you can see a bit of my written language on the side scrolling slowly. Alright, Ayumi Onisan asks, favorite fashion styles? Ooh. I think my most endearing fashion style that I like is everything pertaining to the American and Japanese clubbing industry. So cute outfits you can move in. Like little pleather shorts and tight tops that accentuates the curves. But it's a tough balance to mix because I like a bit of wholesome in my appearance. So I always try to balance things out so that it doesn't go too over the top, but is still appealing. And I could always go for some good old-fashioned streetwear. It's so comfortable, and also so appealing to look at. Alright, Wolflake asks, what was the most memorable moment in your life? Good or bad? I think my most memorable moment was the first time I saw one of you humans on an old VHS tape back home. The movie was Die Hard. And the way the action hero moved around and went against all odds to save the people really made it awesome. And it also introduced me to a lot of your customs, like Christmas, and also swearing. I love swearing. I do it too fucking much though. And also walking on broken glass, although that last one wasn't really the customs. Was it? Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers. Alright. Eric Knight, 3635 asks, have you played Destroy All Humans yet? No, I have not. It's bad PR. I don't want to destroy all humans. I want to hug all of them. Alright, King Bear asks, do you like at the Area 51 base? No, I don't like Area 51. It's a place where Americans capture aliens and make horrible experiments on them. You don't want to be in Area 51. You don't. It's not worth it. A wolf who loves birds asks, are there any instruments you would like to learn to play? You know, I tried to learn the harmonica, but I was not able to do it. It's such a fascinating instrument. There you have it. That's all we have time for today. Is there a question you would like to ask me? Do so in the comments below. I will be looking at them and maybe prepare a second part of this video for the future. Don't forget to hit like and smash that bell. And also don't forget to subscribe, of course. Not in that exact order. It really helps me out. And you also get a new video every Monday. Also, I stream 4 times a week on Twitch. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Since 2018. So you can always come hang out with me as I play a lot of different games live. It's fun, I swear. Alright, you can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. All the relevant links are in the description below. And we also have an amazing Discord community. Alright, that's about it. Thank you for watching. And remember, tomorrow is a new day. Anything is possible. Take care, and see you next time.
Why?
Oh my fucking god, that scared me. God damn it.
Did a creeper?
Ah. god.
What?
No, I
Like,
sneaked
I
up
was looking at
behind,
my inventory,
Jeff.
I turned around and it's like super close, Steve face. Shit.